Before a child ever says their first word, they play a giggle, a block tower, a simple game of peekaboo. Isn't just fun, it's communication. It's how a child says, I'm here, I'm learning, I'm alive. We often think of play as a break from learning, but what if I told you that play is learning? It just might be the very first language of childhood. Think about it. No matter where a child is born, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to a quiet village in the Andes, they all do the same thing. They play. Before they can form a single word, they babble in rhythm. They reach for colorful toys. They laugh at silly faces. These aren't just random acts. They're the first fundamental attempts to connect with the world around them. When a baby delights in a game of peekaboo, it's not just a cute interaction. Their developing brain is grappling with a huge concept called object permanence, the idea that things and people exist, even when they couldn't be seen. When a toddler stacks a tower of blocks, only to watch it tumble down with a crash, they're conducting their first physics experiment, learning about gravity, balance, and cause and effect. Play is a universal human instinct, a silent, joyful language that every child uses to make sense of the world. It's the original instruction manual for being human. What's even more fascinating is what's happening inside their brains. Modern neuroscience has given us a window into this process, and what it shows is incredible. When children play, their brains light up like a fireworks display. New neural pathways are forged, the very same pathways that will support creativity, memory, and complex problem-solving later in life. And let's talk about a specific kind of play, unstructured play. This is the spontaneous, make-it-as-you-go kind, without rules or goals set by adults. This kind of free play is a powerhouse for building executive function. Those are the high-level cognitive skills adults rely on every day to plan, focus, juggle multiple tasks, and manage our emotions. In fact, researchers at Harvard University made a groundbreaking discovery. Spontaneous, imaginative play activates more diverse regions of the brain than rote memorization or even many structured digital learning apps. When a child creates an imaginary world, they're constantly testing what-if scenarios. What if I were a superhero saving the day? What if my mission failed? What if I had to try again a different way? In those playful moments, the brain isn't just wasting time, it's actively rewiring itself for resilience, adaptability, and innovation. But the magic of play goes far beyond intellectual development. It's the primary training ground for emotional intelligence. When children have to share a single red crayon, take turns on the swing, or act out different roles in a pretend game, they are learning empathy from the ground up. They're realizing that other people have thoughts, feelings, and desires that are different from their own. Think about it. Every pretend argument between superheroes or a disagreement among guests at a tea party is actually a rehearsal for real-life social situations. In these safe low-stakes scenarios, kids are practicing crucial skills like negotiation, compassion, perspective-taking, and self-play teaches what no lecture or textbook ever could: how to connect with others, how to care, and how to bounce back from disappointment. And here's the beautiful paradox. The less we adults try to control their play, the more they learn to control themselves. This brings us to the idea of play as a form of silent communication. Every game, every action, tells a story about the child's inner world. A child who spends an afternoon building an elaborate fort from blankets and chairs might be exploring themes of independence, safety, and creating their own space. A child who chooses to play quietly alone might not be lonely. They could be processing their thoughts, seeking a moment of calm reflection, or just enjoying their own rich imagination. Child psychologists often say, if you want to know what a child is feeling, watch them play. Play is a mirror reflecting their inner landscape, their fears, their hopes, their challenges, and their growth. Through nonverbal gestures, facial expressions, and the boundless realm of imagination, children express everything that words cannot yet capture. It's their most honest and unfiltered language. But here's the urgent problem we're facing today. In our rush to prepare children for a competitive future, we're forgetting how they truly learn. We are systematically replacing free playtime with structured activities, curiosity with curriculum, and playgrounds with screens. We're so focused on teaching them that we've forgotten to let them discover. What if we've got it all backward? What if the most powerful and effective classroom isn't a classroom at all, but a playground? What if the best lesson plan is simply a moment of unstructured, uninhibited joy? Play is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity, as crucial for development as sleep and nutrition. It's the secret language that shapes every human mind. So, let's make a conscious effort to reclaim its power. Let's give our children the time, the space, and the freedom to speak their native tongue. Because when a child is deep in play, they aren't just passing the time. They are building their brains, their hearts, and discovering the very essence of who they are. If this video helped you see childhood a little differently, please hit the like button, share it with a parent, teacher, or anyone who works with kids, and subscribe for more insights that connect science, soul, and everyday life. Thank you for watching.